All right, let's get started. I'm so excited about this project because I think it is so adorable. And I will have a picture of my inspiration for this, but it was a project that a demonstrator named Janet Baker had made. And it was posted on the Stampin' Up! Website a few days ago. So I thought I would change it up just a little bit. So what hers was this cute little witch's hat, and it's actually a paper clip, so you can clip it, and she had it on a bag. And I have been itching to try this new Baker's Box die, so I tried this, and I used some of the Happy Haunting printed paper. Then I used some regular cardstock and made this cute little owl box, and I loved how adorable this was to attach, but I thought this one was a little big, so I made a smaller version. Then I thought, how cute would it be if I had a coordinating card? So I made the card, and I made it flat instead of the clip. This is a little clip. So let me explain how all of this comes together. So I'll start with this box. So this was the first one I made, and do you remember the scene in Pretty Woman where Julie Roberts goes back to the store of the places where they would not sell clothes to her, and she comes back all fancy with all her tons of bags, and she says, "You work on commission, big mistake, big." Well, I die cut this using the precision plate that's in the new holiday catalog, thinking that I'd be so clever. Yeah, as it turns out, that just made all the score lines cut, and so this box is held together by Scotch tape on the inside. It did not work very well, but I loved how cute it looked with the hat regardless. So while this box is only for show, it was really cute, and I'll just do it with the regular plates instead of that precision cutting plate. Anyway, let me show you how this works because it's so cute and very easy. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to show you quite yet. Hold on. Sorry. This one was the next one that I did. So I took and put the box together. It's really simple. So let me show you what I did. First, I adhered the two pieces together. Well, actually, no. Oh my goodness. Could I have this any more backwards? It works great if you score on all the lines before you assemble it, especially these two diagonal lines. I learned this sort of the hard way because the box doesn't want to bend if you haven't pre-scored everything. So, and I should be using my bold folder, but nothing really has gone right for me today, so why start now? And then what I'm going to use is I want some strong adhesive to really hold this box together well for me so it doesn't come apart. So I'm going to go ahead and use, flying glue stick, geez. I'm going to use my Fast Fuse, which I love Fast Fuse. It works really well. It's really strong. Okay, so I'm going to just fold these two down and line up the edges and place them on here. Then I'll open up and do these two tabs as well. And I find it works great if you have it like this, flat, so that you can really get it lined up, and then what you end up with is a very nice square box. Okay. So there we have it. Now remember, we folded on these lines, and you know what? I bet I forgot to fold on this one. But let's see if I can get it there. I think I've got it. All right. So now these kind of go in, and then you pinch them at the bottom or the top, and then these. Now this is how I've been doing this. I'm not sure if this is technically right or not, but I put the two smaller flaps in. Then the larger one, I'm going to put adhesive just on this one. And then these sort of tuck. And then when I have it, all nice and squared up, I'm going to set it down and then push on the inside, and then that holds my box together nicely, except that it just fell apart, so I was kidding. Here, we'll put some more. Okay, here we go. There is my box. Okay, so now let's look at how I made this a darling little witch's hat clip. Okay, it uses an unlikely combination of items. So first I'm going to use the 1-inch circle punch. And I'm going to take some of this gorgeous black glimmer paper. I'm going to push my punch in all the way and do one. Then I'm going to take my 2-inch circle punch and center that first 1-inch circle on there and punch it out. So then what I have is a donut, a sparkly glimmer donut. Okay, and then I'm going to kind of fold this in half. I'm not really creasing it, I'm just sort of folding it down in half. Okay, now I need the triangle part of the hat, and that uses the tree punch. This was in last year's holiday catalog. Now this is, I think, just incredibly clever. Now I'm only gonna punch, I'm gonna leave like the last 1/4 inch off, and I'll show you why that is in just a second. But I need 2 of those, so I'm gonna do that again. And what I love about this punch is you can get in kind of in between your pieces and cut it. Oops. Okay, so now I'm going to take these 2, line them up, and make sure they're even. So I'm just going to trim this off. Okay, so now my pieces are even. Okay, now to put this together with the clip, I'm taking our little mini gold and silver clips, and I just grabbed a gold one. It doesn't really matter because it pretty much is hidden. And I'm going to use a bunch of glue dots on this project. So actually I'm going to use another roll because there's more glue dots on here. Okay, so I put glue dots on each of these ends of the paper clip. Then I'm going to set it in the center here. Okay, and then I will do the same with my paper clip on the other side, and then I'm going to line up the second tree right over the top so that they're kind of lined up just nice. Okay, so there we have it. Now what I'm going to do is the witch's brim goes over like that, but I need to get these attached on the inside. So I'm going to add some glue dots, and I've found that Fast Fuse doesn't really like sticking to the glimmer, and glue, like liquid glue, is really pretty messy. So glue dots really do work fantastic for this. Okay, so then I'm going to tuck this in here like so, and then I'll squeeze the circles over those glue dots, and then they're stuck inside, and then I'm going to kind of bend it back a little bit like this. So it's creased, but again, not totally folded. Okay, so there is my brim. Now all that I'm going to do is add a bow to the top of this, and that's it. And it sticks. So here I can just clip it onto my tag, and it looks like my little owl has a hat on. And then again, I'll take my box. This one I had stamped before I put it together, and just add this to the box. Isn't that so adorable? I think this would make such a cute gift for anybody, like your coworkers, your neighbors, whoever, and you can put some fun little treats in this baker's box and have an adorable treat. Now let me show you one more quick thing. So after I made the box, I thought it would be really cute to have a card, but I wasn't sure how I could get this on the card, you know, and look right, because it is pretty thick. So what I did is I decided to make a flat one. So to do the flat one, I punched another one of those triangles for the tree, you know, where I only did part of it. And then I also punched a wide oval punch. And here I'm just going to take and put a couple glue dots in the 2 corners. And then now here's my little extra thing, is I'm going to take a dimensional and stick this on the back. And the reason I did that is so that this will stick up and be just a little bit dimensional. It'll stick off the page just a touch. And then I added the bow that I made with the bow builder punch. Now this printed paper is super cute. It's from the Bohemian printed paper, DSP, that's in the big catalog. And I also used some of the Happy Haunting for this bow, so it's a little bit different. Now you can see of my 2 hats, this one is a bit bigger. So it's made exactly the same as this one, only I started with a 2.5 inch circle punch. Well, I should take that back. I started with a 1.25 inch circle punch, and then I did the 2.5 inch around it, you know, so it was centered on the inside. And then I did 2 full trees, and you can see I put a glue dot on the glimmer side of the tree on the stem and the 2 corners for each one. Now this uses our a little bit bigger clothespin, because you can see it's a bigger witch's hat. And then the smaller one works great for smaller boxes, or in this case I wanted it to fit over the owl and not look like it was gigantic, and I think this works great. One last thing, I think you could do this project even bigger. So I made it smaller for here, but I think you could try making it bigger too, and that would be fun. Anyway, I hope you love this project. Please stop by my blog on October 8th. 2015 for all the details, including the inspiration for this project. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous project. So you'll have to check that out, and then I'll have all the supplies I used as well. Thank you so much, and please don't forget to share this with your friends. Have a great day. Bye-bye.